Hello everybody, my name is Aceface. There's been a buff to Edencom ships on the test server recently, and I've tried out the Stormbringer and the Abyss, and I mean in battleship waves it's really disappointing, but in multi-target waves where there's a lot of small stuff, it's absolutely amazing because all the Edencom ships, they've had their Vorton projectors buffed so that they can hit 10, potentially 10 targets at max with their Vorton projectors at a time. So you could essentially say that if they were to get a best case scenario where they hit 10 targets at once, you could multiply their DPS by 10. So in the case of the Thunderchild, potentially, if we were to hit 10 people at a time with this, you get 5k DPS. That would be really, really nice. And I've got two target painters right here. I just slapped these on. I don't actually need them, to be honest. I never really used them. But this is something that I thought would be very interesting to see how it would be when it comes to ratting and Nullsec with the Thunderchild, because the Marauders, they're really good at matching in Nullsec, but you would get more DPS if you were to use the Thunderchild hitting everything. The thing is, I've done I tested one site and it wasn't too good because sometimes the NPCs, they move a bit and it just makes it so that they don't get all the splash damage from the Vorton projector. So I still think that it's a bit of a gimmick that, you see that potentially is really high damage, but in actuality you're never really doing all that damage. As you can see here, we've got this massive cluster of ships going on. We can just attack one of these guys straight away. We can even overheat a little bit if we want, because the Vorton projectors can be overheated quite a bit without taking any damage. So let's see. I see that. Ooh, a lot of damage going on right there. Yeah, that was a lot of damage outputted. Can even use a target paint over him if we want. I don't think it'll make any difference, but we can just for the sake of it. Got an extra large shield booster as well. Oh, we see we already destroyed some ships. It's really cool. Yeah, I want to probably go for the ships that are like in the center so that they can get the max damage from all this Vorton projectors. Ha! Look at, they're all like falling to pieces, these guys. Oh, you see that? Look at that, all the damage. It's annoying though, because since we're doing a lot less single target damage, it will make it so that their like reps that they have will play a bigger role. Because like if you think about it, if you have like 500 damage and they repair 250 damage, will effectively do 250 damage. But if we increase our DPS by just 250 more, so say we were doing 750 damage and they still repair 2,250 damage, that we would do effectively 500 damage. So just by increasing by 250 damage, we doubled effectively our applied DPS. So, we should have shot him. There we go. It's important, I think, that you just get them killed straight away because they're going to drift away like we do now. You can see that some of the NPCs, they have an AI that makes them kite. Some of them have an AI that makes them brawl. Makes it a bit annoying. In a way, maybe it could be possible to have an MWD with this thing so you could sort of like lure all the NPCs into one area. So you could put like a 500 MN maybe on this. How fast do we go? But it's only 800 meters a second, so it's going to be really slow anyway. I don't know. It's doing a gas haven, so these sites are usually pretty slow, but I still think that a Marauder would do this much faster because you would just be doing proper damage all the time, not like this where half of the time it's bouncing. Like you see there, it's not even bounce to anyone. It's a bit annoying when they don't do anything. Can maybe go for these guys next because they're pretty close to each other. Yeah, that'll probably be a good idea that I go to these guys. Can have the water protector shoot on this Corelli guard. Shoot this guy. Put a bit of target paints on him as well, because it does affect it a bit, the damage application. I don't think it affects it a whole lot though. There we go. Is it like, this is the thing that's really annoying when you come towards the end of a wave and they've spread out and there's nothing really, there's not even so many targets left, then they just it takes forever. Oh, look at that guy. He's even repaired all his HP up. That's very infuriating. You see now they're taking more damage when they're actually able to bounce to each other. Me personally, I wish that they had a little bit bigger latch on radius. It'll make it a lot more applicable in these kind of scenarios. Yeah, this is really crap here. I look here. The amount of time, like, you have all that good DPS in the beginning, but that's all being like made void by how slow we are here in the end. So I definitely don't think the Thunderchild is a good candidate for ratting. Maybe it would be good in certain haven, the Rock Haven, but even then, the Rock Haven, they do the same thing as well. They've got all these kiting ships as well. I think it'll be the same situation as here, to be honest. There we go. One thing I could do in the next site we do is I go for the Grand Admirals first, because they're the battleships that like to kite. So we take them out first before they have the opportunity to kite. That'll probably be a good idea, I think. Because the ones that brawl, they're going to get close to us anyway. They'll all be huddled up. And then again, I don't know. I mean, then we'll have everything separated anyway. That there's some that are close, some that are far. It's a bit annoying. Maybe try Sanctum next, actually. I think the Thunderchild looks really good as a ship. It's just unfortunate that it doesn't have, like, so good applicabilities in these kind of sites. So I can imagine in certain PvP compositions it could be good. I mean, I'm not a big fan of PvP, but it could. I can imagine it'll be quite applicable in certain PvP compositions, probably. There we go. Shoot this guy, maybe, just so they can. Oh, you see that? All of them took damage, basically. Haha, you see that? Pop them. Please pop them before they can get out of range. Oh, look at that. You see them all taking damage. So we get in range. Please die before they get out of range. I think that's the thing with the Thunderchild too, that you need to... Oh, stuff's starting to die. That you need to sort of kill them before they start splitting. You need to kill them fast in the beginning. Look, now they're already starting to spread. It doesn't look too good. We're still getting a lot of hits though, but it doesn't look too good when they're spread out so much. Okay, we're starting to kill stuff now. Still having a deflect off a lot of them. We can move towards them so that they start following us towards the kiting scrubs. I really think actually that it would have been a good idea to have an MWD. Let's try doing a Sanctum. Kind of curious how that would go down. This is a bit boring doing this site right here. I think the Sanctum they're a bit slower, if I recall correctly. Oh, there's a lot of NPCs taken out here. Go for these guys over here. Let's see how that goes. Oof. You see that volley right there? Looks so cool. Haha, pop those battle cruisers. Shoot that guy maybe? Yeah, look at that. Shooting all of them. Oof. Go for this Grand Admiral so he doesn't kite away. There we go. Shooting all of them. Because the Grand Admirals are the variants that would like to kite away. Lord Admiral are the ones that like to brawl. I mean, it looks good. It looks good, especially when we're in these kind of situations. The issue is that, like, that when they split up, it really is not nice. It's not nice at all. And I just feel like maybe if we had an MWD, it would have been a bit better, because then we sort of could have gone caught up with the ones that like to kite, and then the ones that like to brawl will still be close to us. So maybe, I don't know, possibly. But on the other hand, that'll also be annoying is that the ones that like to kite, I mean, we can go close to them, right? But then there's also going to be some that want to go kite in a different direction. Like one will go one way, and another will go the other way. So it's not like we're going to be right in their face all the time. So I still seeing it being a bit of a nightmare sometimes when they decide to split up. Oh, he's died. Okay, wreck this guy now. I think we could try one of these ones with, like, I think the rally points or something. They have like a lot of small stuff in one location. You can just pop them all in one go. Yeah, let's go to a rally point. Doesn't seem like anything interesting is happening right here. I can imagine someone was already here testing stuff out, actually. Let's see now. I went to a Forlorn Hub instead because it seems like there's a lot more NPCs here. Let's see how that goes. Kind of curious if I can wreck these guys when everything's so cluttered together here. Oh, look at that. Shooting these Grand Admirals just so that they can take a lot of damage. Oh, there's even more NPCs going on over here. Wow, that's a lot of NPCs. There's a lot of NPCs. Go for all these Grand Admirals because they want to kite like little scrubs. We're getting Warp Scramble too. Ooh. I mean, look here. It's only hitting like 3 people at once, okay? And we're doing 1.5k DPS. And I mean, that's okay. But factoring in their reps is going to be less because they'll play more of a role. And if you're using something like a Marauder, it'll be so much quicker, I think. And these ships are not particularly cheap either. The Thunderchild. I mean, it is cheaper than the Marauder, though. But still, I don't know. It just seems a bit maybe I could go for this whole frigate fleet over here. Or not frigate fleet, but clutter of ships. Go for these guys instead. Maybe it'll help do a little bit more here. Let's see. Oh, it looks like a lot of targets are getting hit there. We're taking a lot of damage as well. The Thunderchild, however, is pretty tanky though. Yeah, we're getting a lot of damage going off here. Look at that. This is probably where you would like to use a Vorton projector. Like, look at that, all these guys getting popped. Could overheat the... Oh, it just popped them. Now that's what I call nice. Grand Admirals don't seem to be that nice though. I should have gone for this wing leader over here. Oh, we're taking armor damage. No! Gonna get annihilated by these Serpentis guys. Oh, we did a little poppage right there. This is annoying. This is annoying, but it's alright. I mean, the Thunderchild, it seems good. It seems good on paper, but in reality, the stuff spreads out too much that it's not viable. It's just... I would love it to be viable, but it doesn't seem like it's viable. If you guys can think of a way to make this viable, let me know. But I feel like even if we go with an MWD, I mean, we could try to round them up and make them all in one location, but still, it's going to be still pretty hard. Like, there's stuff that's still going to drift off. Like, you see, like, one guy is going here, some people are going here, some people are going here. We're going to spend wasting so much time when if we were to use something like a Marauder or some torpedo battleship like a Rattlesnake or a Barghest, for example, we would wreck them so quickly. Like, it would be, oh, not just a torpedo, I mean like just any high DPS battleship really. It's going to wreck them really hard. So I don't think this seems to be particularly viable, even though it would seem like it potentially could be, and it definitely is in the beginning of these waves where, you know, there's a lot of NPCs clustered together and you could do a lot of damage, but I don't think it's worth it, to be honest, in my opinion. If you guys know any other way you could think of making this become a viable ratting platform, let me know in the comments below. So you can see here the tick was complete trash. But I hope you guys enjoyed the video either way. If you did, please leave a like and subscribe. I'll catch you guys later.